Hey everyone, and welcome to Reaching Heights podcast experience, episode 78. And on today's show, you have all R&H on demand coaches. Welcome to the Reaching Heights podcast experience. So guys, we just thought it'd be a great idea to get us all on board the podcast. There's no structure. We're going to speak freely about anything we want regarding our dance, regarding R&H, regarding advice to you guys. And we're just going to keep it fun so that you can actually get to know us, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, who wants to start?
I'll start. So, Laura.
Oh, all eyes on me. Okay.
How did the whole R&H thing come about? How did it all start?
Good question. So when I stopped competing, me and my coach at the time, Robert, we decided that every Irish dancer out there needs help. So all the training I was doing, nobody actually even knew about it. Like getting up at 5 a.m, sprinting up steep hills in the forest, you name it, to get to where I was. And I thought, well, hold on, there's actually no structure in the Irish dance world. Like every other sport in the world has a strength and conditioning coach, a nutritionist, a sports psychologist, whatever.
Yeah.
And I said to Robert, why don't we actually start changing the sport in Irish dance? There's parents paying so much money for dresses, for travel, for hard shoes, for whatever, and you have 5-10-year-olds breaking an ankle, pulling a hamstring, Achilles. I was like, okay, something has to change here in the sport. And that's exactly the conversation we had. So then we decided to write the very first strength and conditioning handbook for Irish dance, which was obviously, that's where Reaching Heights came from. And then you get to see in the book a bit about my background, and then what strength conditioning is regarding Robert's expertise. And that's when we started that. And then I thought, once the book went off the wall and everybody started to accept, oh my God, we actually need to train for this sport. This is what we need to do. This is what... And don't get me wrong, guys. From me everybody looking at me as, oh, that's Lauren, 6-time world champion, to doing a strength conditioning fitness person, it was like, wait, what? What is she doing? It says, are we associated if we buy this book? It's relax, I'm out of that world, I'm in this world. So
that's the number one thing, isn't it? Are we going to be associated?
Yeah, are we going to be connected? So it was very, very hard starting off to try and make and change people's thought. People do not like change in the world, even nowadays, people don't like change, they want to keep it old or whatever. But today's world society, everything's moving so fast in life that it has to move, right? At the end of the day, it worked, right? But after the book then, I think it was the following year where we actually started the online courses, which took months, night shifts, screaming at each other, recording. If anybody ever seen, what do you call it, the blurps? The beeps? What do you call the
bloopers?
The bloopers. If anyone's seen the bloopers from the recordings from the senior academy and the junior academy, they'd be like, oh my God, she's crazy. Yeah. But literally that's how it all started, and it wasn't a bit easy. It was so much groundwork and whatever, and you need people's trust, to show this actually works. This is the proof of it. But R&H book actually started I'd say it was released, we started writing it the year before, but I think it all kicked off 2015, I'm going to say.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was my first world.
No way! Yeah. See that wee connection point? Oh my God, it's class. But yeah, that's how it actually started.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing. I'd say you gained people's trust though because you were the 6 times world champion, as well as obviously being
the proof of it.
How good the work was.
Something good has to come out of it because
in your dancing career then, what would have been your greatest achievement?
Is this because I've asked you the greatest achievement? I don't think I've actually spoke about this in the podcast, but obviously winning the world no matter what, but I think the one that really stood out for me was getting the 3rd world title in my hometown, in Belfast. All my family there, my grannies, my grandads, aunties, uncles, cousins. And I remember just sitting there going, is this real life? What is actually happening? And yeah, it was just absolutely mental. It really sticks out in my head because you know how I know it's all changed now, but you know how you experience it as well when the board comes up 100 across the boards. And I remember sitting there and like when you bring family into competitions, they don't really get that, you know, they go,
I couldn't
right?
like my dad is like a football dad, so he'd be like, go on Liam, and I'm dancing and everything. I'd be like, Dad, shut up.
Just that's exactly how like my uncles and stuff are.
Yeah,
So
it'd be like my granddad. Like when I got third of the world in 2016, like he brought his friends, and then like my granddad walked in, all his friends were like, what? Like they just like sports bras. They're like not like associated with Irish dance at all. Like they come from this like rural part of Donegal, and they come over to like this big huge like concert hall, and people are like walking around in wigs.
Yeah.
The makeup stops there, and the body's like white, and it's like
it's like what's like,
and it's like
black, brown, and then
and it was like
white.
my dad was sitting there, and then my mum was like, do you not know like your daughter just got like third of the world? He was like, well done, because he just thought I was around my face.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
I just don't get it.
Yeah.
That's exactly how
Don't
the
get it
family
at
was,
all.
and they had to calm down because when the marks were coming out, they were like, yeah, and my mummy and like Gavin and everybody was sitting very calm, as in stop it.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, oh my god, just be quiet.
Yeah.
But it really
Right.
just stood out for me
So
because
nice.
of hometown, winning the triple,
Yeah.
all the family there, getting hundreds across the board, and then I get like a 10.3, and then 100s again.
There's
It's like,
always a random
there's
one.
always
There's
a-
always a random one.
Yeah.
But I think it's so fair. I think it's great whenever we were doing that come the last couple of worlds that they started getting rid of the highest and the lowest.
Yeah.
Meaning that you couldn't get a random,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Yes,
Yeah.
you dropped your 100, but you still had the rest of your hundreds. And you get that equal amount of, okay, this is fair.
Just makes it so much fairer, I think,
Right?
because there's so many. Well, there's obviously so many different styles, but yeah, I just think it
From
makes
dramatic
it,
to
yeah,
that to that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you can't think someone's a first and then a 10.3.
Yeah. Has that
Like,
ever
no matter
happened to you
what you're
before?
saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All the time, yeah.
Tell me an example, because it's happened to me twice at the Worlds. I think it was like
Really?
one was 10.3 and the other was 5, and then 100s across the board.
Oh my god.
Zeros and stuff.
And you just kind of sit and go,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, right, give me one example where it's been a bit
I can't
Crazy.
think of one like that drastic. I'm 100% sure I probably have had one, but the world's just gone.
yes.
I think I got all of the hundreds bar 2, and then I got like a 40 or something, which obviously isn't as drastic as a 10.5. And I could see
But
like
still,
if you don't
from
like my
world
style,
title to-
like you probably like I could be a 40 if you don't like my style, but yeah,
Yeah, that's a bit much
that
from
was
a
the
world
only
champion
I think,
standard,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
What about
I
you?
think like the Worlds 2017, I got like a 0 too. Like a zero. Zero.
Like 0?
0.
Okay.
Right? Thanks, mate.
Thank you. And guys, like, this is the thing. We're always going to experience this. This stands out from us because it happens. It's out of our control. You know, we get up and do our best. That's all we can ask of ourselves, our teachers, our parents. But we're all going to go through it, and we can laugh it off after because we've still got the result that we wanted. We learned from it. And guys, when stuff like this is out of your control, leave it be. Some people will never like your style. Some
Yeah.
people might not like your look. You know, might not like something, but that's
We're never gonna
okay.
please everyone.
Exactly,
like, ever.
but I think it makes us way stronger.
No,
you know,
I
we can
agree.
sit and laugh about it.
And I
or
think
learn
if you
from
get if you get a bad result, I think it's really important to not focus on the bad result as in make you work harder, make you prove them wrong, as in
definitely.
to be like, you gave me this mark but
Yeah.
I am not that,
You're
rather
better
than
than that.
being like,
Yeah,
No,
I
you're
got
better
this mark and I'm really bad
Yeah.
at dancing now.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, definitely. And I think that's what we'll all learn from, because the reason why I brought it up was because you're sitting there at that standard and that level of trying to retain that title. And if you're getting all the hundreds and the 10 points, like, wait, did they miss me or what? Because it's that extreme. But again, we learn from it, and then I'm like, okay, you give me that 10. Next time, you're going to give me that 100.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
you're going to see me. But again, this experiences, it just makes you stronger. We learn so much. And guys, we've went through hurdles, up and downs.
Yeah.
It's part of competition,
Yeah.
right? It's a part of life,
Life,
yeah.
yeah.
We learn so much. And I think when you come out bigger and better on the other end, it really does
And
make
I
you
think
better.
I think it does push you as well.
Yeah.
It
Because
does.
you want to be like,
You want to
You
please
know
others.
you want to
them
prove them
wrong,
wrong.
yeah.
You're better than that. You are better than that.
Definitely. What about telling everybody some of the little
bloopers.
bloopers that has happened so far on RNH On Demand, guys?
There's been quite a lot. Quite a lot.
Go, start it off. I think you get number one for
yeah.
this.
Last week we were filming we actually, in the vlog, it shows us getting white shoes in the shopping centre. Oh, LA is out of trend, you know. But we went and we came back and the new shoes, I actually just put them on and I just got up, you know, because they were like, I thought they were comfy enough, so I just, you know, kind of winged it. And then we were just like dancing and, you know, doing the filming, and next thing
in the middle of a session,
right,
sweat, blood and tears.
And like my shoes started to get loose, so I was like, right, come on, like a few more drills left, I can just like kind of kick my shoe like that there, maybe like do that and get it back on. No, my shoe decides to come off.
Clean off, flies off in the arm.
And she pulled it off completely because she got it straight back on.
My foot was in the sock and one other was in the shoe, and I was like, should I keep dancing or like what? And like I just sat there and I was like, oh my god.
And she quickly got it on smooth while we continued on.
I could see my mum and I was like, oh my god, like I was like, oh my god. So I just like went down and like put it on quickly.
And rolled it, and me and Aaliyah kept the sled, kept the other camera on us.
This is meant to happen, like meant to be
she kept shouting, it's supposed to happen, even if your shoe falls off.
Like, you can carry on.
Yeah, definitely. And then, of course, guys, you know, we're shooting, we're mic'd up as well.
Yeah.
So now and again, we're sweating coming towards the end, and my mic starts to drop, and I'm fixing it up, and my lead gets caught onto my armpit, and we're squishing it back, and there's so much
and we're tripping,
sticking to the floor.
And Robert decides to take your water bottle and not let me drink.
Definitely, and that was so funny because we're in the middle of the session where, you know, you get the 1 minute recovery. It was a 25-minute workout. And we can see from the corner of our eye, Robert goes over and stays.
You probably see my face go like this.
Drops and takes her water bottle, and then I'm trying not to laugh, we're still continuing whatever, and then of course the water bottle's there for the recovery, but just silly stuff like being professionals, being in front of the camera, motivating you guys. Some things are out of our control. We might slip, we might fall, we get back up again, we keep pro and we keep doing it, but
it's good because we keep the fun with it. Like, it's not, although you learn so much from it, like you learn so much from it, but you enjoy doing it because we're having fun. So, well, hopefully you should be having fun too. We're enjoying it.
Definitely. And then the whole sometimes when you're really motivating you guys, sometimes my head goes like, and I'm thinking, wait, what's the next move? So then you'll see now again, I'm kind of jumping and Emily are dancing and I'm like,
and one time, me and Emily, Lauren went a bit before the music, so Lauren went off and me and Emily were standing there like, oh, Lauren's starting to shine. But we both didn't move, so it's just Lauren going forward and back.
And I thought I was a fairy princess, and I spun, and I came back again.
Lauren was all like, here,
yeah, that's actually right, which was great. But guys, like, look how I came out automatic. Like, I flew, you kept going, I continued,
literally.
And then away we went. But I think the main thing was like, this is a part of it. We didn't know each other so personally, so close, and we all hit it off on day one. We feel like we know each other for years. Our whole mindset and how we are together, we all just bounce off the walls together. We have fun with it, and I think that's what's so good.
It is good.
Yeah. Make a lot of memories.
It really is. I think it'll be so great one day to actually look back on all this, like the vlogs. Like, look at the recent vlog with your mom.
You couldn't write that.
Park the car.
So funny.
And like, this,
and
guys, this is normal.
Out.
Oh, what? Yes.
Locked in, not locked out.
Yeah, and it looks like Aaliyah's about to like smack me on the face, but she's actually doing an example of something.
Oh yeah, she like wanted
because I was like, right, I'm just gonna run and break through the glass. Looked like I was going for Lauren.
No, everyone was watching it.
Me and Emily want to take over RNH, so I'm gonna damage Lauren so she retires.
400 likes in this video, and you know,
that's it, guys. Whenever I retire, these two guys are going to be the faces of RNH. They're going to be taking over.
Yeah.
And then I think once we start doing the big RNH on demand tour, which we can't really say too much about, but all the big, massive, class, amazing workshops will be happening next year. But we have to keep saying about that, don't we?
Yeah.
So it's really
Can't tell you
exciting.
too much. Keep you guessing.
Yeah, definitely. And it's only literally a few weeks now before the big app is out, on demand's out. I can't believe it's all come to the end. The reason why we're on I have my belly tap under this, and Emily has heard, and of course Aaliyah, we're actually going to shoot the last class today and tomorrow.
Yes.
And then it's all done. So yeah, we're super excited. Any other thoughts, or I think that's it?
Just so excited.
And we're ready to rock,
Ready
right?
to rock.
Yeah.
Go.
So guys, I think as well, before we end, is I think we should say one other fact about each other. I don't really have any fun facts. Like, you
I
get a
went
boat to school.
Yeah.
You
Mad. I
love
hate-
fish. You
I
hate fish.
hate it. I don't love fish.
No, Aaliyah hits. How about like here's a fish tank here. So they
Lauren
keep
loves
laughing.
big water bottles.
They keep laughing because my water bottle is bigger than theirs.
Yeah, but you need that in the
Call it a
The
refresh.
last
fitness.
piece, yeah. But
Yeah.
guys, what you'll see is when it does get a bit tired towards the end, and I try to pick up this water bottle, I'll be lunging to try and actually get the
Me
water
and Emily will
bottle
have to be
in me and
lifting it
stuff,
up.
you know,
Oh.
which is great. So yeah, I'll be fine getting through it.
Mhm.
So guys, I think another thing we should really shout out is about what the hell will we do without our parents actually making this all happen for us in our
Yeah,
stance. I think so
definitely.
many people. I'm really sitting with my fish tank. I need a big straw. I think so many people, especially with the dancers I take for privates, and don't get me wrong, in life we take so much things for granted as a young child. It wasn't until I got a bit older I really realised what my mum and daddy were doing. When I had my mum on the podcast, she was explaining my daddy doing overtime, the struggles, dancing, 3 girls going to Worlds every year, we're all at top 10 in the world, and dresses and stuff like that we don't realise without our parents, I wouldn't be doing our age today.
Yeah, you wouldn't be where we are today without our
Yeah.
parents, 100%. But it's just like mad, and it's hard to appreciate them when they're really annoying you.
Yeah.
The day you dance,
They're
yeah.
tiptoeing.
But no,
They do a lot
They
for
do
you.
so much, yeah.
Like I go to Donegal Town like 3-4 times a week, and like my mum and dad will be running me up to
Wow.
Donegal
Yeah.
Town, and some days, like last week I had to take the bus, but like that didn't stop me. I still went dancing, like I was dedicated, like
Yeah.
I had to go. But like every other time they've taken me up and they've just been an absolute
Yeah.
like a really good help.
No,
amazing,
literally,
isn't it?
it's like it is.
There's a lot of
You
road
can't.
work
I
to do.
can't even express it into words because like the amount of time, like money, and like what they say to you. Like my mom and dad can always, like, if I'm having a massive stress, like because there's so much pressure on you, like they always just know how to help me, and just
They know
everything.
you.
Like I can't. If I spoke about it, we'd be here for another 20 minutes. But like
Yeah.
so much.
And
just-
you have to just
Yeah.
take
So
that
much.
time out, guys, to actually appreciate
definitely,
your mum, your dad, and stuff like that.
definitely.
Which is key, of course.
Mhm.
Let's end it towards the end of this podcast about what's your future plans, as in.
Take over the orange
What do you?
company.
Woo! What do you? Now saying that, when I was your age, I had different plans, so it's going to be different again when you get in
Yeah.
like your 20s or whatever.
No.
Right now, what do you think in your head regarding even dancing? and
I
stuff?
really want to go into shows. Like I just love the whole idea of just dancing as your job, like doing it every day, like performing. I love performing, and I really want to go into shows. I'd love it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'd be kind of like that, but like I love like kind of cameras and stuff, so I'd love to get into like I'd love to go on tour with like Riverdance and maybe do a bit of sports modeling because I love cameras, so I kind of like
Class.
posing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
sports
come
gear.
home and like maybe like I want to become a primary school teacher too.
Oh,
like,
kids.
I want to I love helping people, and obviously dance teacher, maybe adjudicator or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think
That's
I
what I
definitely
wanna
want to be a dancing teacher because it's such a big part of my life, and it will be for the whole of my life.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to become a dancing teacher, and
carry on my
yeah.
own skill.
Yeah.
I'll carry on the skill. I'm the Reaching Your House company.
I know, and at the end of the day,
Yeah.
who's going to take over Reaching Your House? You'll
And
have
there
to
is-
step in.
Yeah.
You just have to step in whenever I'm out and I get too old. I think that's like really great to speak about. Like with me as well, with RNH, we have so much. You have to be ahead of the game. We have so much coming up. You know, by the end of this year, we have so much coming up next year, and we're just constantly progressing in
Yeah.
sport.
You
But
should
we
all
don't
be
wanna give it away.
excited.
It's very exciting.
Yep, which will just be so sick. Classic. Okay, guys, so that comes to the end of our podcast with me and the 2 other coaches, Emily and Aaliyah. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the podcast. as much as we did. All we've done was laugh throughout it. And thank you again, guys, for taking time out of your busy schedules and actually listening or watching us. Remember, guys, to share this with your friends, your family, and so on. And any comments for us, comment below the box. So, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you on my next episode.